to Putnam County or its designee to be used and improved as a new home for the Putnam County Humane Society Animal Shelter. And whereas the conveyance parcel has been delineated in a survey prepared by Terry Bergenoff Collins, LS, dated January 26, 2010, and whereas the conveyance parcel has been appraised by McGrath and Company, Inc., by report dated April 23, 2010, and that appraisal has been reviewed by the town's appraisal consultant, Hudson Property Advisors, LLC, which issued a report dated October 21, 2010, and conducted, and concluded that the appraisal conducted by McGrath and Company and the value of the conveyance parcel determined therein is within the range of reasonableness. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the town attorney to conclude preparation of the contracts for the sale of the conveyance parcel as described in the Bergenoff-Collins survey for a sale price of $200,000 to the Putnam County, and authorizes the supervisor to execute any and all contracts, deeds, affidavits, schedules, forms, disclosures, or any other document necessary and proper in connection with the transfer of title to the conveyance property to Putnam County under the terms set forth herein.
I second. Thank you. Roll call vote, please, Ruth.
Councilman Cullen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Hudak?
Yes.
Councilman Yee?
Yes.
Councilman Gross?
Yes.
Supervisor Wright?
Yes. Motion
Yes,
carries.
5-0.
Okay,
Motion carries
and
unanimously.
I got to say this.
Pardon
you
me.
know,
Pardon me. I need to announce whether the
we have
motion carried or not. It carried, folks.
It's wrong.
Go
though.
ahead.
It's Resolution 06 of 09, that famous resolution that we keep on referring, gratefully less and less, but it says under capital H, recording ayes and nays. On a roll call vote, on a roll call, the ayes and nays shall be entered in the minutes of the town board, and the town clerk shall record the names of the members in the way each will have respectively voted. Each member, as his or her name is called, shall respond affirmatively or in the negative as the case may be. At the conclusion of the call of the roll, the town clerk shall announce the vote thereon and whether the measure was passed or defeated. To verify the vote and to correct possible errors, the town clerk may repeat the call of the roll. The only exception to this procedure is if the member abstains from voting in accordance with Rule I, abstentions. So, you know, everyone, when you see the bickering board, you know, maybe one of the things that we can stop the bickering is when we have a definitive statement in a rule or a law or a statute. We should just observe that, because at this point in time, it's clear the resolution just says, the town clerk says the ayes and nays. It is such a small point, but it's important that we all know, you know, I would like to see this board, you know, be more agreeable, but things like this, please, let's just not do this.
Well, thank you for that, Councilwoman. In fact, the resolution also talks about the agenda, and tonight I had deleted, as noted earlier, I had had sought to place on the agenda a resolution to limit the property tax increase in Southeast in 2011 to the federal CPI, the Consumer Price Index. And that agenda item was deleted by Councilwoman Hudak, Councilman Gross, and Councilman Cullen from even appearing on the agenda, so in order to ban tonight a vote on limiting the property tax increase to the CPI. That's outrageous. That's wrong, and that needs to change.
And that's been said about every meeting that we've had for the past maybe 4 or 5 meetings, same thing. We had that budget vote tonight, you were all here.
I have one important announcement. Lance, he's a sergeant in the Marine Corps. His name is William McKenzie. He was injured in Iraq in an IED several months ago. He's recuperating at Bethesda Naval Hospital. He's due back in Brewster, and he was a 2007 graduate of Brewster High School. He's due back in Brewster on Saturday afternoon, and members of the VFW, parents, and other groups are forming up on Route 6 from 684 basically to Dingle Ridge to welcome him home. They're forming up around 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and he'll be coming with his dad up through Virginia to Brewster, and they figure that's the time frame, 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon along Route 6. William McKenzie lives in Ives Farm, but they want to stop the group at the Dingle Ridge entrance there. There'll be, following that, there'll be refreshments and fellowship at the Brewster VFW on Peaceable Hill. He's a young guy. He was injured in the legs and ankles. He's doing okay. I spoke with the mom just yesterday. And it'd be nice if folks can come around on Saturday afternoon to see him.
Thank
Okay.
you, Roger.
I make a motion to close the meeting?
Is there
I-
any,
I
is there
second.
any other new business?
Nope.
That's
There's a
also
motion
on the
and a
agenda.
second.
No, there can't be, because we're not done with the
Liz,
agenda yet.
there's a motion and a second.
It's only 11:37.
No,
All
I
in
know,
favor?
but
Aye.
you still have to follow the
Motion
agenda.
carries, 3 votes to 2. Thanks, folks.
Good night.
Have a good night.